in English?
No,
No?
you're good.
Yeah? Okay, okay. Okay. It's very strange. It's like to hear another poem, another poem from another poet. But it has been great. You have read very well. Thank you very much. Really. Okay. Now let's go to the second poem that we have translated. That is the title Authority. This is a special poem. I really selected because it's short. I have to be frank. But it's one of my favorites of the book. But okay, with this poem, I really had this experience. I'm going to explain you. I have some things written, but I had this experience that I said before, that when I read it for the first time, from the beginning to the end, I really felt something I didn't know at all about myself. But it was not the first time. It was months after. It was the process of myself with this poem has been 6 months after writing. It was like, and it's very clear. It's not an hermetic poem like many signifies at the bottom. No. I mean, you can understand all the things that you read. But I don't know what happened with this poem, but it was like that. Okay, I'm going to read it because it's much better. The second poem is titled Authority. I did only understood this poem some months after I wrote it. I thought the poem was about what my father should have felt during decades when his family took care of him and he was required to show obedience to the doctors. As if all this obedience discredited his father's authority, his role of being the head of the household. All the poem flows around an image. My father trying to slap me. I know a slap is not the best example because the parent's authority is a concept much more complicated than that. But in my opinion, it performs very well as an image of that kind of knowledge you have all at once, like a slap. That kind of knowledge you have in a sudden enlightenment. The emotions, the feelings you have had for years without any understanding, condense at a point in a space and time, and suddenly you have a vision. This point is, of course, the poem, the slap. Without knowing, I tried not only to understand my father's emotion, but to discover something else. At the bottom of the poem, I believe it beats my weakness for not having this father reference. A kind of sad nostalgia. All of us need this reference when we are children or teenagers, in order to afterward break this mirror and look out for our own face. The last life lesson this poem gave to me was that I had truly this reference, but it was hidden by my own perception, my immaturity, by my idea of what a father should be instead of what my father really was. I do believe this poem restores my experience, as I said at the beginning, restoring the experience in a different form. The poem ends with a litany, a repetition against time, against death. I'm going to read the poem. I think it's a little shorter than the other one, if I remember well. Yeah. Autoridad. El libro de órdenes fue creciendo y creciendo a medida que pasaban los años. En la misma medida que te disminuían las fuerzas y te aumentaban las páginas del historial médico. Te imagino agradecido a tu mujer y a tus hijos por los cuidados y tantas atenciones. Durante mucho tiempo viviste como un auténtico rey. Pero también te imagino algunas veces harto, muy harto, cansado de decretos y mandatos, de médicos, medicinas, prospectos y posologías, exhausto de consejos y decisiones sobre tu salud, siempre por tu bien, maldiciendo entre dientes de tus hijos varones, por abnegados déspotas, como si hubiera habido un motín a bordo y te hubieran desposeído de los galones que la naturaleza tuvo a bien concederte. Estábamos de pie, junto a la puerta de cristal que da a la terraza. Algo sucedió. Algo dije que ya ni siquiera recuerdo. Te falté al respeto, como solía hacer tan a menudo aquellos años. Levantaste la mano para abofetearme. Un desgaste de siglos contra la fuerza orgullosa y altiva de un adolescente perpetuo de 23 años. Mi brazo paró el tuyo con desgana, sin esfuerzo. Buenos reflejos, me dijiste, con dignidad y una leve sonrisa. Pero tus ojos jamás engañaban. Como en una combustión espontánea, en esa mirada triste, de pájaro indefenso y herido, ardió la soberbia de mi juventud. Lloriqueé toda la tarde en mi habitación, igual que un niño perdido en el parque. Me tenía que haber dejado. Me tenía que haber dejado.